Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Jack. Jack was a brave and adventurous kid who loved exploring the world around him. However, Jack had a deep fear of spiders. He was terrified of the eight-legged creatures and would do anything to avoid them. One day, Jack's father took him on a hike through the forest. As they walked, Jack noticed a spider crawling on his arm. He panicked and screamed for his father to help him. His father calmly took the spider off Jack's arm and held it up for Jack to see. "Son," he said, "the only way to deal with fear is to face it head-on. You can't let it control you." Jack's father then put the spider back on Jack's arm and told him to hold it. Jack was scared, but he didn't want to disappoint his father. So he closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and slowly opened his hand. To Jack's surprise, the spider didn't bite him. It just crawled around on his arm before eventually crawling away. Jack felt a sense of relief wash over him. He realized that his fear of spiders was unfounded and that he had been letting it control him for far too long. From that day on, Jack made a conscious effort to face his fears head-on. Whenever he encountered something that scared him, he would take a deep breath, close his eyes, and confront it. It wasn't always easy, but Jack knew that it was the only way to overcome his fears. Years later, as an adult, Jack found himself on an adventure in the jungle. As he trekked through the dense foliage, he suddenly heard a rustling in the bushes. He froze, his heart racing with fear. But then he remembered his father's words, "The only way to deal with fear is to face it head-on." With that in mind, Jack took a deep breath and stepped forward, ready to face whatever lay ahead. And in doing so, he discovered a new level of bravery and courage that he never knew he had.